Hey guys, it's me RubiksSolver25, and again, I haven't done a solo vlog for quite a while because at least thankfully we've had a massive time from a few days prior to Christmas to now up until today, which is actually the last Monday before me and Pykey312 return to CIT for semester 2 of our respective courses. And I've definitely enjoyed this break. I do hope the best in my results when it comes out. Most likely within the first week. I checked emails from around this time last year, and I saw on the second day of semester 2, we were told, "Oh, your results are coming out." But 2 days later, the results came out, and I thankfully I passed them. Now, hopefully the same might happen for this one. I do feel iffy on 2 of them, which is requirements engineering and the operating system fundamentals. I have mentioned that. And Pykey312 feels the same way, where again 2 subjects iffy for him. But regardless, it's definitely been a good old break. The next one we will have will actually be for 2 weeks during Easter, and that's a good bit type of way. It's more around the lines of, I think maybe even later on into April or something. I'm not too sure. So it'll be on January 30th, when we get back. This video could come out on the Thursday or the Sunday prior. Probably we'll make sure it comes out on one of those 2 days. But regardless, it's good. Well, maybe good, but it's sad at the end of our over month and perhaps a week long break comes to an end. So yeah, there's that bit of thing for you. So, I'm not too sure what Pykey312's modules for this semester are, but for me, well, again, I would have had object-oriented programming 1, and now I have the part 2 of that. We did, as I mentioned about the requirements engineering, there's something similar which is called object-oriented analysis and design. So it's basically like an object-oriented version of that, and object-oriented is a description of a programming language. If you can look up the term if you want to see what the hell it's all about. Other things, well, the operating system fundamentals, now operating systems. Then we have an elective, which last year was server-side web development, which is now this year software localization. We go from databases 1 to now to databases 2, and I'm missing one that I can need to think off the top of my head. Algorithms and data structures, that's it. So those are the 6 modules I will be having this semester. And what's lucky for me is that it doesn't look like my timetable's going to be changing much. I'm not too sure, I still need to check, but from the last time I checked, I had Fridays off. So I would start from 9 and finish at 6 on a Monday, start from 9 and finish at 4 on a Tuesday, 10 until 6 on a Thursday, and 12 until 10 until 6 on a Wednesday, and 12 until 6 on a Thursday, and a Friday off. And I could do a small little solo vlog updates to say any changes to that if there is. But I'm not too sure if there is going to be any changes made to Group A's software development course of year 2. I'm not too sure, but hey, I'm not going to worry about it too much. At least if the timetable doesn't change, I have Fridays off, and I'm so looking forward to that. Genuinely am. I actually had Fridays off for year 1 semester 2 for a fact. And unfortunately for Pykey312, he doesn't have Fridays off. Even he told me that there was a group in his course of B2 which he transferred out of into B1. In front of B2 is still up there, and it would have had Fridays off, so that's an interesting little thing. But there's that little fact, eh? Other than that, that's just a quick little update on things. So again, this is actually being recorded on the day in such a way where this day next week will be when we get back. There is a video coming out on the day of this being recorded, and that is a free-for-all game. So hope you guys enjoy that. Have enjoyed that video. I don't think there's really much to say, other than the fact that we did have an enjoyable Christmas break. Even you get to say that, even though it's a week to go until the very end of January. But yeah, certainly enjoyed it. So again, we have a week to go until we get back. Then it'll be January 30th. Then again, a couple of days until February. Then we go to the whole month of February, and then about 2 weeks into March will be my 21st. So I'm of course I'm the oldest compared to the four of us. Me, Pykey312, Hilleringer, and Victor Alfada. And oh boy, we are getting old. But yeah, so I'll be turning 21 later this year. Woo! I'm old enough to drink. I'll be old enough to drink over in America. That's one of the first things I can think of. But again, since this has actually been recorded after my theory test, I didn't even tell you guys how I got on in that actually. So with the way it works over here in Ireland, yes, you should go to the official theory test website of Ireland. For that, if you're from Ireland, this is how the process works really. And you would book a test. So you go ahead and do that, and they'll give you a few details saying, okay, choose the date and time, and then you're fine. Provide a few bits of details like have 2 forms of ID, of which I provided. Well, no, I'm not gonna say what I provided. Jesus, what am I saying? So you provide 2 forms of ID, and you have to bring in 2 photographs, because they'll actually take your picture there. They'll take one of the photographs you took, and they'll put it onto a card, which is a theory test certificate. And put that on, you sign your name, and they'll laminate that. And of course, how do I know that? Because I passed, and I'm so thankful I passed. An interesting thing about it though is that you can only get up to 5 questions wrong. I got 2 wrong, which is still handy. I'm really happy that I officially passed the theory test, which allows me then to go through an NDLS appointment, which is a National Driver License Service appointment. And once you provide your theory test cert and other certain documents, they will gather the information, and within 5 days a learner's permit will be put in the post, and I can then obtain one maybe a day or 2 after that. So that is something which I am looking forward to, because I know I don't want to be bugging my parents about, say, every Saturdays when I go to Kura Dojos, I'll say, oh, can you take me to Kura Dojo, take me to Kura Dojo, da 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 da. So once I have obtained a learner's permit, they will have to be in the car with me whenever I drive, because whenever you're a learner over here in Ireland, that you have at least 6 months until you can sit the driver's test. And between when you actually get the learner's permit or when you sit the theory test and pass, it's either one of those two. Up to 6 months later is when you can sit the theory test. So you don't have to sit the theory test immediately when you or you don't have to sit the driving test immediately after the 6 years have passed. I know someone who I think went for a year without it. But generally the way it works anyways is that after you sit the theory test, so with the theory test, again you go in, you provide your forms of ID, they'll say, okay, choose an available locker, put your stuff in that, take the key, close it up, take the key out, we'll call your name, you go through, they confirm your address and date of birth, they bring you on, they choose a computer for you, they call you over, then you sit down, you can go through a tutorial, you go through the theory test, and then when you're done, you click exit, you leave, and then you wait for your name, and you go up, and of course, in my case, I passed, so I signed my name, and I didn't realize at that moment I needed to get one of the photographs, so I just grabbed one of them, gave it to him, signed my name, and he laminated the certificate, which had my name, I wrote my signature down on, and the picture. He laminated all that, and therefore I was officially a passer in one sense at the theory test. So my first time, and it was a pass. Woo! So that's that out of the way from a little bit over a week ago, even. Another thing to mention. So then, of course, here you have to have an eyesight report. That's one of the documents. I'm having that sorted out on Wednesday. Then on the following day, on a Thursday, is when we have that NDLS appointment, so I can have an appointment to sort out my learner's permit. Go there, show the report, and some other documents, and the theory test cert. And then officially, I can then get my learner's permit in the mail 5 days later, and give it a couple more days for it to actually arrive. So that's all that sort of stuff. Looking forward to it, and eventually I'll be able to start practicing, and I can officially go all the way and officially sit my theory test then later on at earliest in the summer. So that is it probably for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and these little updates I'm giving. Again, I'm still off for another week. Gonna have to and do my best to have to say goodbye by time, and that's that. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is bye from me, RubiksSolver25, Blue Nova out.